Activists have shrouded a prized Picasso painting in a black veil at the National Gallery of Victoria in protest at its contract with Wilson Security, which is also involved in running the Manus Island and Nauru detention centres. Around a dozen protesters covered the weeping woman in a cloth featuring Wilson's logo and blocked security staff from removing it for about an hour this morning, before walking out. Artist Gabrielle De Vitri said the group draped the fabric over the painting, taped it to the wall and stood in front of it before guards could intervene. They noticed once the shroud was up and they tried to push their way in and pull the shroud down, she said. We reassured them there was no intention to damage the artwork or do any harm or hurt anyone. The activists want the gallery to immediately dump its contract with Wilson Security, accusing the company of covering up human rights abuses at the offshore detention centres and profiting from human misery. In an open letter sent to the NGV director Tony Elwood in August, 1,500 artists, patrons and members of the public condemned the contract, arguing it sends a message endorsing the systematic abuse of vulnerable people. Wilson Security won the contract in July after the NGV dumped Business Risks International over allegations it used subcontractors who underpaid staff and forced them to work for cash. The Weeping Woman was the most expensive painting bought by an Australian public art gallery when it was sold to the NGV in 1985 for $1.60 million. The painting was briefly stolen in 1986 and found in a locker at Spencer Street Station, carefully wrapped in brown paper. The activists said they targeted the painting because it represented human suffering and was one of the most valuable and popular artworks in the NVG's collection. Last year Wilson Security said it would leave the Manus Island and Nauru detention centres when its contract came to an end. The NGV has been contacted for a response. Wilson Security declined to comment.